So today we're going to get started on this ugliness. Got to make the wood pieces that go in there to take to the upholstery shop. So I got a nice piece of 3/4 inch marine plywood. This stuff is like gold. Luckily I've had it laying around for a while. So we're just gonna take some measurements, lay this out, get out the circular saw, cut the pieces. So let's measure this here. I want the width to be about, let's go about maybe 37.25 that way. And I want this to overextend here maybe a couple inches. So that measures 1 foot. So let's cut that at 14. So I got my 37.25 laid out there. So let's go ahead and cut this piece. So always remember to wear your safety glasses when you're doing stuff like this. So there's a little area here that the shifter cable has to go through that I didn't account for, but I got the piece cut. Just want to let you know I'm not sponsored by DeWalt. But anyway, so let's sand this down and okay, I'm liking that. Here's where I had to notch it a little bit for the cable. So now we got to do this measure for this top piece. This has got a little bit of a trapezoidal angles to it. And then I also have to compensate the foam's going to be 3 inches thick here. So the bottom of the wood will be at about maybe 3.25 inches higher than this, the piece. So base will go in first, then the top will go in second. So this piece we're making a little different. So instead of measuring in from the edge, we're working off a center line because there's a taper on both sides. So I know that the bottom needs to be 36 1/8, so I divide that by 2, draw a center line. I know the top needs to be 29 7/8. So I measure half of that out on each side. So I get these angles. So sometimes it's not always about cutting from the edge. Sometimes you have to work off a center line. Okay, so there we have it. So last thing to do is I'm gonna drill a couple holes in here, put some studs in this. So when it comes back from the upholstery shop, I can just screw it in.